Hi there, I'm Cher Pendarvis, the author and artist of the Painter Wow books and the Artist Tablet books. In this lesson, we're working with Painter Essentials 5 and the pencils. I'd like to give a little tour of the interface. The very upper left, we have the brush selector. And if we click right here in this little arrow, we open the Painter Essentials 5 brushes and you see the categories on the left and the variants on the right. The pencils, pens, and markers we're going to be working with is chosen. And on the right, the cover pencil variant is chosen. Up at the top, we have the property bar, and we set the size, opacity, and grain of the brushes using that. We have the toolbar here on the left, and we have the color panel with which we can choose color, and I have a dark gray color chosen. The sketch of Marika, our cat that you see right here on screen, I sketched with the cover pencil. This little custom palette right here I created by holding down the shift key and pulling the brush right off on to magically create a custom palette, and then I continue to do so for the other pencils that we're going to be working with. Now first we'll choose the cover pencil that I used to sketch Marika, and we're going to bring another file forward and we're going to make some practice marks. And you'll see that as I vary my pressure on the tablet from light to heavy, that the pencil is very expressive. This is one of my favorite sketching pencils, the cover pencil. We can make some nice crosshatch marks to suggest shading with this pencil very nicely. The next pencil I'd like to demonstrate is the grainy cover pencil. You get a nice variation of opacity and thickness with varying the pressure on the tablet, and lovely grain as well. Now the mechanical pencil will draw an even line no matter what pressure that you apply to your tablet. The oily variable pencil is a wonderful expressive pencil. You get very dark to light lines, and you can also blend with this pencil by stroking over existing lines that you've drawn. Now finally, the thick and thin pencil, another one of my favorite pencils. This one allows you to vary the thickness very expressively and also the opacity and grain as you sketch. So I'd like to next show some stages of the sketch of Marika. First I began with some very light lines using the cover pencil, sketching like so, just to sketch in the basic shapes and forms of Marika. Next, I refine the lines just a little bit more, and we can do a little bit of work on her like this. And finally, the final stage of the sketch, you'll see that I emphasized her head and also her shoulders, which are the focal points. I also did some of the cross-hatching to simulate shading. And I hope that you enjoyed this tour of the pencils in Painter Essentials 5, and happy painting!